Welcome everybody. I'm so excited to do our Social X slash NuCalm BizOp presentation for you all. Those of you that haven't heard, we are exploding. It is happening all over the world. NuCalm has been around for about 36 years and Social X has been around for about 11. But what's happening now is nothing short of amazing. It is incredible what's going on. So let's go ahead and get started. If you've not heard of NuCalm, you're gonna want to check it out, everybody. You can literally touch your you can change your mental states at the touch of a button. It's absolutely incredible. I'm gonna show you this short little video. This is on the main website that everybody gets for free, so you can help us spread the word all over the world. But I'm gonna show it to you right now. It's about 3 minutes. This will give you some insight on what NuCalm is and how everybody in the world that has a cell phone needs it. Here you go.
NuCalm has taken 33 years and $42 million of patented clinically proven neuroscience that used to be a 4-component complex $6,000 device into a mobile app. And on that app, there are 6 channels. So you as a consumer get to choose. How do I want to feel right now at this moment? And how do I want to activate this and get to a state without drugs or side effects? So deep sleep is used at night. It's used through a speaker. It is not binaural signal processing. It's called isochronic waveform. So through a speaker at night, you put on deep sleep, and within minutes, it simply cycles your brainwave down to 0.5 hertz and puts you to sleep. It's an 8-hour track, and along that journey of sleep, you're filling in gaps in your sleep architecture, and your sleep efficiency is improving. Then we have rescue, power nap, and flow state. These are the core clinical therapeutic values of NuCalm. Rescue has been used in over 2 million surgical procedures, replacing general anesthesia with people being operated on listening to our physics. This is the key, this is the patents and all the stuff we've done across the years with cancer and multiple sclerosis and addiction and trauma and surgical procedures. Rescue is the key cornerstone neuroacoustic software of NuCalm. Rescue is the key for any athlete and any fan who is so excited, they get so amped up for the game, and then you win, you're amped up, and you lose, you're so disappointed. Rescue is something you do after performance for recovery. Reset my mind, reset my body, lower my stress response, raise my rest response. When I raise my rest response, I can be more patient, more present, more clear-headed, more focused, more energized, more calm. I'm not sabotaged by anxiety and fear and other people's concerns and worries. So rescue, power nap, and flow state are the recovery elements. Then we have focus. Focus was just released in July of 2022. It took us 7 years to create this. Focus oscillates your brain between 15 and 20 hertz. There's a specific frequency that correlates to high levels of clarity, concentration, and comprehension, and that's 18.4 hertz. The human brain can only stay in a thinking process like this clear focus for 15 to 20 minutes. Called the Pomodoro technique. So for about 15 to 20 minutes we can be focused. Then you'll notice your mind starts to distract and we reach diminished returns. Well, not with physics, you don't. So we have a 47-minute full focus track. You put headphones on and you are laser focused on what you're trying to accomplish. Then we have Ignite. Ignite is hugely beneficial to the professional athlete. For 6 years, we use this in confidence with 56 professional sports teams and across the Department of Defense, literally putting this into the hands or into the heads of Special Forces, Air Force Special Operations Command, Navy SEALs, etc. Ignite oscillates your brain starting at 15 hertz in a 14-minute neuroacoustic software journey all the way up to 40 hertz where you're fully activated and ready to prepare for any performance, and you will have an unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. Let me repeat that. An unstoppable feeling of absolute certainty. You will achieve anything you set your mind to, because there is no distraction and you are fully activated, so you have full access to all of your muscle memory and all of your training.
Well, everybody, every time I watch that video, it blows my mind. For those of you that don't know, my name's Stuart Finger, and I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Social X. And I've been in our industry for about 41 years. I've helped a lot of families earn hundreds of dollars extra per month, thousands of dollars extra per month, even, become financially free, become millionaires. But I've never had anything like this. And I had somebody say to me once, "What's the good of all your wealth without your health?" Such a true statement. And now we get to help people become financially free while helping people with their health, right? What could be better? So here's the thing, everybody. Literally, with the touch of a button, you can get the deepest sleep you've ever had, and you can control it. And we all know we heal when we sleep, right? In the middle of the day, you could take a nap. If you take a 20-minute nap, it's a 20-minute nap, but not with NuCalm. It's clinically studied and proven that a 20-minute nap is equal to 2 hours of restorative sleep, right? You can rescue yourself from stress and everything. You can literally flow better, think better. Focus can be at an all-time high. And for those of you that need to exercise, whether it's just going for a walk, jogging, running, going to the gym, or you're a professional athlete, and you don't feel like doing it, put on your headset, touch a button, and boom, you're ready to go. Folks, it's exciting. It's incredible. And we just want everybody to do a free 7-day trial, right? Then at the end of that, they'll know. So you can literally become financially free by offering people a free 7-day trial of NuCalm. So let me show you how it works. But first of all, look at some of the folks that are using this right now. The Special Forces, the Navy SEALs, Air Force, FBI, the CIA, it's not even on here, SWAT, doctors, surgeons, SAG-AFTRA, hotels are using this technology. People are getting the best night's sleep and think it's the best hotel ever, right? 78 professional sports teams, Tony Robbins, Jim Quick, Roger Love, and Mark Victor Hansen, one of the authors of Chicken Soup for the Soul, just to name a few. Folks, it's incredible. If this isn't exciting enough, the thing that got me more than anything is when I heard that there was 2.7 million surgical procedures done without anesthesia, right? Imagine, instead of taking anesthesia, which we all know is the most dangerous part of surgeries, waking up from the anesthesia, putting a headset on, and they can literally operate on you with just that. And then you even heal faster after the surgery because you don't have any of the negative side effects of anesthesia. Folks, about 15,000 surgeries are being done every day with this technology. It's just incredible. So what do we want people to do? We want them to try it free for 7 days because they'll know. You'll know right away. It happens instantly. So here's the way you get started. We've got several plans here. If you buy directly from NuCalm, it's actually more expensive than if you buy through SocialX. So you can get what we call Sleep Suite. It's $29.99 a month from NuCalm through SocialX, $25.49. Or there's another program, a different set of things that it does. This happens to be some of Tony Robbins' favorites. It's $25.49. My favorite is Edge. It's $49.99 from NuCalm, but if you get it through SocialX, it's only $42.49, and it includes all of the journeys NuCalm has to offer. Everything is in there. Now, some people want to save even more money, so they pay annually. They all start with a free 7-day trial, but you can get Sleep Suite for $275.39 or Performance Priming, same price, $275.39, and then of course Edge, the one that has everything, for $458.99. Folks, I highly recommend you start with either one of these two. Either one of the Edge programs, whether you're paying monthly or annually, it's an incredible thing. Here's what you need to know. There's no difference in what you get. It's just this one you save 15% with SocialX over the regular NuCalm price, and the annual you save 23% with SocialX. Folks, it's absolutely the way to go, one of these two Edge programs. All right, everybody. With that being said, now I just want to take a little bit longer and I want to show you how you can make money by offering people a free 7-day trial of NuCalm. Here's the way that it works. You literally get paid to share. We're a word of mouth company. This is spreading all around the world without commercials, ads, or anything. It's word of mouth. We believe pay the families for helping us spread the word. Residual income is the key. You might be saying, Stu, what is that? I've not heard of residual income. Folks, they don't teach about it in school or college, but they really should. But think about this. If someone tries NuCalm and it changes their life for the better right away, and they have like the best month of their life, sleeping at night, focusing, exercising, all of that, do you think they're only going to want to have their life changed for the better for that 1 month? Of course not. They're going to want to do it month after month, year after year. Imagine gathering a customer once and getting paid over and over again for the rest of your life. Folks, that's how this works. This creates true walk-away residual income. So let's talk about how you get paid. First of all, on all first orders, that means when people buy it and try it for the very first time, they get it free for 7 days. On the eighth day, that's when their credit cards get charged, and that's when you start earning money. Okay, so you make 50% of all of the commission volume. On NuCalm 4249 monthly edge plan, it qualifies you for your pay for a whole month, and 50% of that, or 2125, is commissionable no matter where we sell it in the world. If somebody buys the annual program, it's less expensive for them. It goes down to like 38.25 on average per month, and there's $200 available for commissions. That means every time you give someone a free 7-day trial and they decide to buy this, you make $100 right away. $100, $100. Folks, it's exciting. But what's more exciting than that is residual income, where you're not doing the work anymore. You're just getting paid because the people fell in love with the product, right? Here's how that works. If you're buying the monthly NuCalm subscription for $42.49, then you'll be paid on all reorders from this pay scale. If you have one customer using it, you'll get 5% of the commissionable part, the commission volume. If you have 3 customers, 20%, 7 customers, 30%. And folks, this isn't just on 7, this is on all of them. 14 customers, 40%, and then 21 plus 50%. If you can't gather 21 folks anywhere in all the countries you are in the world that want to sleep better, feel better, exercise better, at the touch of a button, change the way they feel, something's wrong, okay? But we've got another program here that will help you earn money even quicker. If you're buying the annual subscription of NuCalm, right, it will not only qualify you for all of your pay for 1 year, but it also makes the pay scale easier. So when you gather one person, and it doesn't matter whether they're doing the monthly or the annually, you're going to get paid 10% of the commission volume when they reorder. If you gather 3, now it jumps to 25%. Now, when you gather 3, by the way, it makes you a manager 3. It doesn't matter which scale you're working on. When you hit 3, you become a manager 3 and you get a $50 bonus, right? That's exciting. I used to think, well, that's not a big deal. Then I heard a mom say, are you kidding me? That's diaper money. That's a big deal. But if you continue on and you gather 7 customers that are using NuCalm, you'll not only become a manager 7, it doesn't matter which scale you're working on, you'll become a manager 7. Besides all the other commissions, you'll get a $200 bonus. What I'm excited about is that the way that that works is when you become a manager 7, depending on whether those people are buying it monthly or buying it annually, you're going to get somewhere between $325 and $950 the following week. Folks, what I'm excited about is we've had a lady do this in an hour. In an hour, put in 7 folks, right? It's pretty crazy what's going on. All right. So now let me spend a few more minutes and get to the real power of the plan. That was you doing the work, you gathering the customers. But as the people that you put in start gathering folks, you're going to get paid off of all that too. You're going to get paid off the efforts of others. Now, I know I just showed you gather 3, gather 7, gather 21. Let's just talk about gathering 3. When you gather 3, it makes you a manager 3. So your first goal should be become a manager 3. When you do that, you're now going to have 3 people on your team. Besides all the other pay I just showed you, you're going to get an additional, simultaneously at the same time, 2% on all the commission volume these 3 people generate. But what will those people want to do now? They're going to want to become manager 3s. Well, if they do that, that's automatically going to put 9 people on your team, 9 additional ones. But look at this. You're going to get a pay raise. You're going to earn 3% of all the commissions they generate. And then what should those 9 people want to do? They should want to be manager 3s. You can make a lot of money as a manager 3. I'm going to show you that right now. And it's the simplest qualification I think I've ever seen in our industry in 41 years. If they become manager 3s, now you've got 27 new people on your team and you get another pay raise, right? And then what should those folks want to do? Become manager threes. I hope you're catching this, everybody. This is everybody just doing a little bit of work, and folks can make a lot of money off that happening, right? If they become manager threes, now you've got 81 new folks and you get another pay raise. If they become manager threes, it would put 243 new people on your team, another pay raise. If they become a manager three, we're not going to do this much longer, but I just want you to see the power of this. Everybody doing a little bit. Well, then you'd have over 700 folks that join your team. And really, it's just 243 getting three each. Nobody has to gather more than three. Well, if they become manager threes, now you'd have a whopping 2,187 new folks on your team. But look at this. You get another pay raise. So think about this, everybody. Where would you rather get paid the biggest percentage of the commissions? Where you've got three people generating commissions or where you have 2,187? Of course, where you have thousands of people. That's exactly the way this works. Look at this as your retirement plan. But instead of retiring in 40 years on half of what you couldn't live on in the first place, how about retiring in, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years, whatever it's going to be, right? Folks, if you did this and became a manager three and taught others to do the same, and this happened, guess what? Even if those 2,187 don't become manager threes, so they don't have to do anything. Let's pretend they don't know anybody anywhere in the world that have a cell phone and want to make their brain proper at the highest, function at the highest level that it can. Let's say that doesn't happen. Folks, look at this. If all these people are just buying it monthly, they're not even buying it annually, you'd earn over $6,000 a month of residual income. But what if they buy it annually? A lot of people love the annual savings, right? Well, then you'd be making over $57,000 a year. And you know my favorite part about this? Nobody has to be more than a manager three. I've never seen a company with this simple of a qualification where you can earn this kind of money. Folks, what if they go for manager seven? Then it gets even crazier, right? So you might be saying, Stu, this all looks good, sounds good, but come on. This almost looks too good to be true. Folks, let me show you why this can happen and why this should happen and how we're making this happen. How does everyone do this? It's this simple. They give away free 7-day trials of NuCalm to everyone they know and everyone they've ever met and everyone everywhere that they come in contact with, and people fall in love with it. It's got about a 95% high satisfaction rate. It's incredible how much people love it. And since everybody gets to try it for free, the worst thing that happens is they don't even get charged. They just tried it and they go, it's not for me. But I got to tell you, most people don't say that. So with that being said, these are the countries and territories that you can offer a free 7-day trial of NuCalm. Folks, it's literally all over the world. All right, this is very exciting, and financially, there's a lot more money to be made here than even I just shared with you, but that's enough for you to go, hey, there's something wildly good going on here. So I just want to end with this note. What are some of the biggest expenses that families have, people have, and the most important purchases? Most people, they yell out, it's my house. I've done this in front of audiences all over, and they always say, my house is my biggest, most important purchase. And the average house payment in America is over $2,000 a month. And then when I say, what's your next biggest purchase? They always yell out their car. And the average house payment or car payment, I mean, in America, $735, folks. You don't get that kind of car for that little of a house payment. But I always like to tell people this is not your most important, biggest purchase. It's actually your health. Because if you lose your health, you're not going to care about your house or your car. And the neat part about this is your health can cost a lot less. I highly recommend you get NuCalm, 42.49 a month, and see how that impacts your health, right? Way less expensive than your house or your car, and your health is more important. How do I know that? Because if you don't take care of your body, the question you need to ask yourself is, where will you live? Most people think they live in their house. Folks, it's not true. If God forbid your house burns down or something happens, you can find another house or live with a friend or family member or whatever, but you can't buy another body if something happens to your body. So what am I saying? The money's exciting and the money's important. And if you're worried about your bills, it's a proven fact it can make you physically ill. But the most important thing here is you have to take care of the only body that you have. That's where NuCalm comes in. So everybody, I highly recommend that you start your journey. It's as simple as getting your free 7-day trial of NuCalm. And I want you to know your credit card will not be charged until the 8th day. So go into this with total optimism, total excitement that everything is about to change. The $42.49 per month program is a dollar something a day. How much would you pay just to sleep better, just to sleep through the night, not to have to get up and go to the restroom and to wake up refreshed, let alone power nap, rescue, flow state, focus, and ignite, where you can literally be at the top of your game mentally and physically for exercise. Folks, this is a dream that has to come true for many people all over the world. I can't wait to see how this blesses you, just like so many others. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I'm excited to hear your Social X and NuCalm story. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you soon.